Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. What a game we have for you here. The first meeting of the year between two of the NFL's most hostile divisional rivals. This matchup always among the most anticipated games of the regular season. It's the 49ers going up against the Rams. With that, we'll send you out west to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California, where we'll hand it over to our commentators. Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the 49ers going up against the Rams. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we haven't had NFL football in this city for 22 years, but football is back here in Los Angeles. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Newton to throw. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Here's Newton now on second down. It's caught. Left side, Brandon LaFell. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down. Martin. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 3 yards to go on 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 1st down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Their big tight end, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
On 1st down, it's Newton. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Uh-oh, Charles. Now you get to talk about your old spot, the secondary. Very key here in this one.
Yeah, you have to cut me off because, I'll talk about them all game long. Love to see those guys match up and challenge the best wide receivers.
On second down, here's Newton. He finds Hearns left side. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Doug Martin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Jalen Strong, the intended receiver. Third down here. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
Derek Morgan came into the league as your traditional hand-in-the-ground defensive end. He's made the transition to outside linebacker, and he's done it quite well.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The hands of Gronkowski complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. To throw on second down is Newton. And over the middle, it's LaFell. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 1st and 10, Newton looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. So they're operating in the red zone. On 1st down, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Taking it right down Broadway. 30. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 87 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the 1st quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway, essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down. Because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And 2 picks thrown here in this 1st half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is. Because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks. And while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to...
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. He'll give it to him right up the gut. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. No. Check.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up. Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over. Watch it now, Barney.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They come up in an offset eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Let's go. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go. Blue 90.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Their dangerous wide receiver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They start the drive with Martin. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Second down, Martin. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, from the safety of our booth, I think it's okay after that run that I called still the name that maybe he's not too crazy about, the muscle hamster.
Yeah, his teammates at Boise State called him that. He doesn't like that, though.
He hates that name.
He told us he prefers, and he told the world he prefers Juggernaut.
It's always tough when you come up with your own nickname.
It doesn't stick.
I hope it works for him, but I have my doubt.
We're going muscle hamster here in the booth. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. On first down, it's Newton. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to the ground, Martin. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll come out in the pistol. And a 10th carry here for Martin. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play. In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Throwing on third down, Newton. Buying time to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, right. Detroit!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Brief break in the action here. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. They slot Gronkowski outright. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Thomas. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And some room to work. A big play there just before halftime. And even 60 yards. So all of a sudden with that run, maybe now a chance for points here.
It's a total mind shift, isn't it? Because what you were saying before was, hey, let's just get out of here, get the half over with. Instead, we can get some points now.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, 90. Leopard, over. All right, here we go. Green,
and they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Set, clean. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Here's Martin. And not much room there as he'll get it up only to about the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Halfback sent in motion. He'll drop to throw. He's got the completion to Strong. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third. And they're on third and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolved, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Keenan Lewis. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They come out here in the eye. They run. Martin. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on that run. And while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. 3-19.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. That one goes for 24 yards. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? Where we've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys in the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to have gone out for those types of passes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Let's go. Green, 39. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
Back to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and putting the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
And that is incomplete.
Well, I've got to give him some credit there. He tried to sell the out route, tried to sell it hard. And as a receiver, what you're really trying to do is maneuver a defender inside to give yourself a little more cushion breaking to the out. But how about the defender reading it really well, not buying the fake or the maneuver inside, and getting to the sideline and helping break up the pass?
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Doug Martin, and it's 3rd down. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
180.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and it's 4th down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. This will be fielded at the 17. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard. Over. I got it.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
2nd down, 9 yards to go. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. No. Check.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Detroit. Here we go.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Cedric Thornton, the one that got him down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Watch it now, Barney.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And his kick here is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. This will be taken in at the 1. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football. Now Newton on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He's going to let this thing go deep for LaFell. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Brandon LaFell, his intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
And that's incomplete. D'Anthony Thomas, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there, if you like zone defense.
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. It's the linebacker, Manti Te'o, on the stop. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
Play clock winding down. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at... Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Again, it's Martin. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he hits his man on the out route, Demaryius Thomas. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
They were full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. This will be caught just inside the 10. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled down.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They come out here in the eye. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
Here we go. Green, 39.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
And maybe expecting a throw. They'll run it now out of the gun. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play, only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it.